Good morning. Good morning. Apologize for being late, but my job overrides my fun, and I'm sitting in Sam's Club distribution center. I knew I was going to get here at 6 o'clock. Then it started getting later and later, and this certain distribution center is really cuckoo because our GPS sends me somewhere else, and then my regular Google, which you ain't supposed to be using for a truck, sent last time I did it sent me into an apartment complex. So I knew at 6 o'clock I was going to be going all over the place and going into the wrong area. So I pushed it back, and then the closer I got, Sam's Club is big, and I'm trying to be slick and be early, and that didn't work. So again, I apologize, Mike. Mike and Charles be laying the boom on me. I know, but I changed it. If you look at the clock, thank you, sir. Jesus, y'all act like I'm getting paid to do this. This is fun. Apologize. Um, So let's go straight into the conversation. No monologue, no nothing. Okay, first and foremost, I want to apologize. I owe some people that are coming in an apology because it makes me look like I'm the mad black man, even though I'm a high yeller, and I could probably probably somewhat uh, come in and look like a different race of people. But let me apologize because some of my conversations make it look like I'm mad at white folks. I'm not mad at y'all because all of y'all ain't like some of the people that I talk about, and I apologize about that. And good morning, everybody. I apologize. So I don't want you to think that what this page is about. This is the I Hate White People page. No, it's not. And I was looking at what I'm going to talk about this morning. I was looking at an American person who is not of African descent or Latino descent was saying, "Look, we all are not like these idiots. We're all not like them." And that was the main, that's the main thing that I'm saying. I'm not, we all are Americans. We're all human beings, and we just want to be respected. That is the main point of some of the conversations that we have here at Can't Stop Walking But Love Mowing and Cruising. But sometimes we just have to watch that. I know. I'm just saying because I want to attract a diverse group. I want to I attract a diversity over here, not People that think for themselves. You see what I'm saying? Folks that think for themselves. And I just wanted to just say that. But the main thing I wanted to talk about today, um, and this has to do with travel. I said travel news. This is a sort of travel news. It's not specific to travel news, but it is travel news. Okay. Because it this falls under, if you want to get on a cruise and cruise and travel the world. All I ask, and I just tell you, look, have respect for other people's culture. And don't get me wrong when I say that, because there is racism against other races in other countries. Even there's Mexican creators that say, "Look, Mexicans are the most racist, whatever." Blah, blah. They said it. I didn't, and that's not what I'm getting at here. Uh, there are Afro Latinos. There's actually Black Mexicans. That were left over from slavery. They just chose to live in Mexico. We are all over the world. Okay, we are all over the freaking world, and that's what I want folks to understand. But what I'm saying is as a avid cruiser, I have learned to have respect for other people's land, for other people's their culture. If I don't like it, I'm not gonna say nothing till I get home, and then I might say it to my wife, and that's it. So I don't look like a bigoted idiot. Do you see what I'm saying? Good morning, good morning. I see folks coming in, and I'm just saying that to be respectful. They even say that it's like it's an in thing to wear camouflage pants or camouflage shirts and stuff like that, and camouflage hats. But guess what? That is a symbol in other countries that you're a rebel. So the cruise lines will tell you, do not wear that type of stuff in certain air. When you go off the ship, because you might be. Some people might think you're a pot belly, out of shape. You know, non-fashion behind is a rebel soldier. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm just trying to get at. When you go, because thanks to friends, they let me know, hey, look, you know, we go these places. I'm learning the culture. Even if I'm upset, I'm not gonna let you know I'm upset. And if I don't like it too much, I'm not coming back. I will come back. Do you see what I'm saying? Have respect. And what I want to talk about today is, okay, we're gonna keep this back in, and we're gonna keep this in Mexico. There is, I believe, from I what I see, an American family bought a condo in Puerto Vallarta. Please, look, I'm not. This is just, we're just talking here, so I am not a reporter or whatever. So if I get anything wrong, please do not hold it against me, okay? But some Americans have bought a condo close to this restaurant. This restaurant's called It's called Gabby's. They've been at this restaurant for 30 years. Okay, they've been there for 30 years. Now, the people that moved in are American. I'm not gonna say what race of people they are, but what I'm gonna say is they are entitled. They've been complaining that the music from the restaurant. They've been complaining about the people that the bands that are coming and playing that music. I don't mind it, But if you have the millions of dollars to move your behind out of another country that you don't like, or come to a cheaper country that you want to gentrify, and you got the millions of dollars, then you need to to rip out your walls and fill them with that soundproof whatever, and and thicken the walls, because those people deserve the right to work. Those people deserve the right to play. Those people you're in Mexico once again. You're in Mexico. You gotta say, the mariachi bands are playing. That's where it was invented, you idiot. You're freaking in Mexico and you're complaining against the bands. If you want, if look, take your behind over where Death Santis is. Take your behind over there in one of those what you would call it, the the mobile home parks that got the upside down pineapples. If you want quiet, that's how these people make their money. That's how these people make their money, you idiots. But doggone it, they are suing. They are suing the restaurant. The city had came in and told them that they had to let those people go. So again, look at this. So you're gonna tell these people they can't work, and if they become homeless, guess what they're gonna do? Well, maybe we should go to America. Then you'll come up. Then they'll come here, take your illegal behind away from here. Do you see what I'm saying? You're coming down there and making your assumptions, and what it's too loud. Well, guess what? If you move to another country, why don't you do your homework? Check out the neighborhood. When I moved into my house, my first house, I would show up in the middle of the daggone night because I wanted to know what if I had to worry about stuff. When we moved to the house I live in right now, I was driving the other streets looking for stuff. And my wife, what are you doing? I just want to know what I need to be ready for. I seen a train track from where, and I waited and waited and waited to hear what the train sounded like when it passed my home. Do you see what I'm saying? I did my homework. I did my homework. Now they have thousands and thousands of people that are writing and doing this. See, you mess it up for like tourists like me that want to come into these towns. And then all they see is, and then I said color earlier, but it's not about color at that point. They see tourists like me come into your town, and they say we don't want them. Go away. We don't want you here. And all I want to do is learn about. All I want to do is learn about your rich history. All I want to do is buy some trinkets that are probably made in China, but it has Mexican sayings on it. All I want to do is take a picture or a selfie or do a YouTube. Say, hey, we're walking around Muslim, we blah 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 blah, and you give you a tip, or let you put a monkey on me and take a picture, let you do this. I'm not going to sit there and complain. I'm not going to sit there and act a fool because there are people of other races that think they are entitled to. And see, this is what we do. people that have money. You come in and try to overrun. You try to overrun certain areas, and you try to do this foolishness. Oh no! Look, where was that? Hey Charles, where was that? There was a place in Jamaica. There was a hotel in Jamaica. It said the sign said whites and Asians only. Because there are you guys don't realize there are Jamaican there are Asians in Jamaica too. Them Jamaicans said, really? They burnt that hotel to the ground. They leveled it to the ground. And see, we as tourists, we don't know when we go to the all inclusive places like Jamaica or whatever, and we think, oh, we live in La Vida Loca and we're doing all this other stuff, and well, God is good. Check it out. I'm living the best life. Well, they kicked all the Jamaicans off of their beach. They kicked all the Jamaicans off of their beach. They're doing it in Puerto Rico. You know, Puerto Rico's like, we know the law. We ain't playing it. We ain't playing that. Let me. All right, now that since I'm not moving, let me show you another one. Hold on, hold up, wait a minute. Look at this. Look at this. All right, let's talk about this one. This happened, I think, don't quote me, a few days ago in St. Lucia. They are protesting because there's a video you can see that a woman in the video is coming down and saying, "Come to St. Lucia, come visit come to this hotel, private beaches and tranquil this and you can you can lay and do suntan." It's funny how certain people don't like certain colors, but they want a suntan. Did I say that? Did I go there? Do you see what I'm saying? And the people in St. Lucia found out about this and was protested. They like, oh no, not on my watch, not on my watch. And this is the song. This is the song that they were singing. I'm gonna leave that up there for a minute. I'm gonna leave that up there for a minute. If I tried, I should have wrote it down. I'm being lazy. I thought I was gonna be driving while I was doing this, but they were saying, "Not on my beach." Yeah, okay, you're right. It's poor, but you don't have. But no one has the right to come in and take over and to take over these people's. That's their land. That's their land. And just say, look, okay, well, we're gonna clean up this area of the beach. We just ask you to have respect for our guests that come through. If that's the sign you should put up. Our guests don't understand. Just have respect, have whatever, yada yada yada. It's called showing the locals respect. And if you're gonna buy a hotel or whatever, help out the people, hire the locals, help out those, give them decent things so they respect their jobs and in their areas. Do you see what I'm saying? You said that you look. It, you said the magic word. Most Americans have absolutely no clue of anything outside the country aside from from TV and movies. But that's you said the magic word. TV and movies have screwed up so many people. TV and movies make you think that because my skin is darker than yours, that I'm a fucking criminal. I don't want to be robbed either. Got me cup. I don't want to be robbed either. Do you see what I'm saying? You got people. This has actually happened to me because in the movies. Why do you think? Why do you think? Why do you think that uh, um, Black Panther made so much money and black people were so excited about it? Because it made us look in a positive light for once, even though the original people that came up with the idea was two white guys from Marvel. Ah, it made us look like that's all we want to look. That's all I ever want to do is look like in a positive. Don't, no, no, don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. Just be understanding of the situation. Just be understanding. I'm not. It's not here. We're not here to. I'm not here to make you ashamed because that is another thing. Oh, it's hurting people's feelings. Well, we're just talking about history. Just don't repeat it. We could both come. We could both sit down and have a beer together. We can have an iced tea together. We could just talk things out. I remember. Look. I remember. Crooked piece. I remember. Yeah, there was one guy. I couldn't believe it. My jaw was, and it turns out my father's the same way. Because I've told this story before. My father was good friends with. I think he was the grand poobah of the Ku Klux Klan in North Georgia, and he was with that man when he died, and that man put out the word you because the nickname for my father was Cowboy. He put out the word you do not touch that man, and my father showed proof that we can. You can change people's lives. You can change their perception of you. You can change. You can change people's thought processes. You just have to have. But some of them you can. Some of them just straight up devils. But you can sit down and have a discussion. You could sit down. You haven't fit in ever, huh? No wonder. Uh, you can sit down and have a discussion. But when you again, but back into the thing is, and I'm just saying that for folks that you decide to travel, you wanna move to another country, do your homework. Do your homework. Oh, but back to the story. I met one guy. He says he went down the line. This it was an older white gentleman. He went down the line in the most. This is way before politically correct words and all. He went down the line and said some derogatory things about every freaking race known to man. And he was looking me dead in my eye. He said he just went down the line. But he said, but I like you. I like you. You are all right in my book. And I have forgot about that for a while, but I figured out that because you know, my father, my father said he told me a story one time when he was having some beers and he said this mother effer had the nerve to ask me, do I want to go to a cross burning? He said, have you lost your effing mind? What the heck I want to go to a cross burning for? Because they were going there was a biracial family or something. I said, really, Daddy? I said, really? He said, yep. I, yeah, I come from crazy. I come from craziness. But I knew my father was not the one you wanted to mess with. Trust and believe, because he came from that era. He came from that era. I'm not the one. And trust you, trust me when I say this. He's not the one. But back to the original story. We have to stop being entitled. We have to. I'm saying we have to, but we need to be. Stop being entitled. And when you, if you do travel, support the local economy. Support the local economy. Be aware of your surroundings, because there are criminals and thieves everywhere. Be aware of your surroundings, but support the local. Hold on. Let's see. I'm sitting there talking and forgot to remove that from the page. Be aware of your local environment. You know, didn't start traveling till my 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 mid 40s. Uh, to my mid 40s, and I found the love and enjoyment of doing this in cruising. Because I see a Armstrong, it came through. I don't know if you're still here, but I've always been a humble. I've always been a humble man, and I'm more of a, don't bother me, I won't bother you. And I'm like, well, look at the pretty birds. I like stuff like that. I'm married to a woman that likes to see the environment and likes to see the countrysides and stuff like that. I'm not trying to take over. I'm trying to enjoy the world and what God made for you and what God made for me. Well, we were talking about that the other day. The cops pulled us over thinking, and it's so funny, the locals were flashing their lights on the other side of the road, warning us that there was a police barricade down the road. So the locals know what's going on. These cops are pulling people over and getting money from them. We got got. We got in Costa Rica. Well, Charles got trying to get me to the airport. So they tried to get us, and my wife pulled. She's so quick. She pulled out the passports, and he said, "Oh, I can't use that excuse," and he walked away. But that's another story. But that didn't piss me off to the people in the country, and then we didn't go complain to anybody. But it just let me know that if I go back to Costa Rica, I'm gonna have my passport on me. You ain't gonna get me again. Get me once, fool me once. Yeah, fool me twice. Nah, nah, nah. That's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, we're still paying for those airline tickets. It's $800 a person to come down to that country. Ooh, boy, you know. But that's okay, because I would have never had the experience to to travel. I would have never had experience. And if I did ever buy a condo in another country, if I did ever buy a home in another country, I would do my homework. Okay, what do I need to be prepared for? What do I need to do this? What do I need to do that? Do you see what I'm saying? I would have done my homework. Do your homework if you want to do some stuff like that. That's all the part of the subject is. Don't be don't be a colonizer. Don't be a colonizer. Be a part. Be a part of the country and be a part of the people. You know what I'm saying? It's just as simple as that. Don't, don't be don't be a dang fool. We all can understand that. Don't be a dang fool. I've got millions of stories, and so like like, subscribe, whatever. And I apologize. Some people see when they see travel news. That's what I put up there. They see travel news. It's all positive. Oh, everything is flowers and daisies. But there's other. Before I go, let's talk about this. Talk about this. Let's talk about this. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Yeah, I'm gonna go over a little bit over my hour. Hold up. We gotta do two here. It's two and one. Okay, back to cruise. This is cruise news. This is cruise news. And warning, 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 warning. Adult conversations coming up. Adult sexual content. Adult conversation. Warning. You have been warned. Okay, you have been warned. All right. There were two women that got off a cruise ship. It was a few months ago. I don't know. Don't quote me on this. Got off cruise ship in the Bahamas and said that they went to I believe it's a big hotel. You can see it from the daggone port. Big hotel. Charles, you know the name of it. Um, and they went to the bar and they got two drinks. They got two drinks, and they was walking along the beach and decided that they wanted to look for seashells. And and these two brothers had came through, local Bohemians, and said, "Hey, let me show you where there's a nicer set of seashells." And they took them to this hidden cove so they could see the seashells and collect some seashells so they could take back to the ship. And they said that they got dizzy and were knocked out and got sexually assaulted. And though and they went back to the boat and went home. Well, it turns out that that was a lie. Hello. Turns out that that was a lie. These two perverts got off the boat, living their best life. They wanted to get together with some bohemian schlong and felt guilty about it, so they came up with the excuse just because maybe they didn't have the pleasant whatever that the pill or whatever, or they were going somewhere that they couldn't get. If something happened and they got found out, they were feeling guilty. So they told the authorities that they got raped, and it turns out that that was a lie. If you was feeling guilty, you shouldn't have did it. You first of all, you should have figured something out and went to counseling with your husbands or whatever. See, that's why I'm not with all that. Hot girl summer, and you married to me, and you in a relationship with me, and you going off with your girlfriends on a cruise. Well, guess what? I'm coming with you. And see, this is what I'm saying. There should be some repercussions. There should be some jail time for you telling the world that you got raped because you felt guilty. You telling the world that you got raped because you was a freaking perv. You ought to be ashamed of your daggone self. Now you got other people scared to go on the beach over there in Atlantis and look for seashells, or you got people scared to have drinks. Getting off the cruise ship. No, I'm not having no drink. I get off the cruise ship because something could happen to me. Them people are trying to make a living. They don't want your overweight, out of shape, unsexy, stank behind anyway. Unless you're paying them or something. I don't know. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny. But you should not have the right to tell someone about. Uh, there there should be some consequences to lying to the authorities. I don't care what country it is. I don't care what country it is. There should be some consequences. Because now, do you not know the repercussions of normal tourists that get off a ship? Normal tourists like myself get off the ship. Hey, let's walk up this street. Let's go up this street, and let me get this trinket, this overpriced trinket. Let me look for a shell. Let me do this. I always wondered why Charles did that. Charles comes out. He comes off there. He comes off that boat in battle mode. I'm looking this way, looking that way. I'm looking for this exit. I look at my back's against the wall. Blah blah blah. I'm checking this out. I'm checking that out. Blah blah blah. Look. If he coming this way, I'm gonna hit him with that. Or he coming out, I'm gonna do like that. I understand now. I didn't get it before. So if my back is against the door, I know he's looking. He's scanning. So I got his back. Do you see what I'm saying? But that's his ex-military training that kicked in, and you just can't get rid of it. You just can't. So I understand. But see, women and regular tourists don't need to have to go through that. They just want to get off the boat. They just want to get off the jet. Oh, let's go here. Let's get in the golf cart. Let's do this. Let's have fun. But you messed it up by telling these people I got raped because you're a pervert and you're not happy in your marriage or whatever relationship. And then it came out. They finally came, and someone admitted it or whatever. There should be repercussions. There should be some type of repercussions. All right, guys. I done went over my time. Wellness and Frugal Mamas probably done got started already. Y'all show some love. Let her know. Get your behind in shape. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't want it to be dark travel news, but it's look, reality news. Reality. Don't be the people we were talking about today. Go to these other countries, show them support, show them support. Let them know that you are happy to be there. You want to learn about their society and everything. Be positive. Be positive. Be a good tourist. And if you're going to move there, learn how to become a good resident. That's all I'm saying. And as always, guys, if you morning urban, sorry, we're about to we're about to shut it down. As always, if you don't think nobody loves you, know that I love you and God loves you too. Thank you for being a part of my morning live. Thank you for being wonderful digital friends, like the water boy would say, and for anybody that came in, that comes in on the remix, thank you. You've made my day. And we just had, like I said, just morning conversations. about reality. Reality is kicking in. Go on, go on out and tackle the day and make it your bitch. That's how some of us guys talk. Make it a better day than it was yesterday. And as always, if you don't think no one loves you, know that God loves you and I love you too. We'll see you tomorrow for some more, some more stuff, some more mess. Hey, hey! Just before I go, someone tell Miss T with the T. She is famous. I was out playing with my gimbal yesterday, and a guy asked me, "Was I a vlogger?" I said, "Yeah, I'm a vlogger." Instead of me promote my channel, I'm sitting here promoting her channel. I said, "No," because he said he wanted to do YouTube. I said, "Yeah, I said, but if you really want to do YouTube, go to Miss T with the T, and you'll learn a whole lot. There's a lot of people there that will support you, and so forth and so on." And he said, "Oh, I know Miss T with the T," and I was amazed. I said, "Oh, wow, she." I said, "I gotta be like that." They should have been like, "I know you. You can't stop." Nope, nope. I know Miss T with the T. So y'all have be blessed. Have a nice day. And as always, if you don't think nobody loves you, know that I love you and God loves you too. See y'all tomorrow. Deuces.